What's up, guys? Chris Dexter, and I'm back with another amazing video, man. Now today we got when a killer tries to frame his neighbor, man. I know a couple of neighbors out here probably been doing this, you know what I'm saying? So we got you on tape, we got you on 4K. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm back on the camera, you know what I'm saying? I know I've been doing a whole bunch of automated videos and being in the closet and stuff like that. I had to change my whole setup. So if you guys were to see the setup that I have right now, y'all would be like, is he just starting YouTube? No, I'm not just starting YouTube. I've been doing this for about 4 years, but I had to get back to my roots, man. So without further ado, I ain't gonna waste too much time, man. This is by Detective Williams. I can't see the view count right now, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
You found who in the woods?
My sister! A hole right here going up, and her braces was coming out of her cheek. I can't get the image out of my head.
So her and Aaron hadn't had any problems?
If anybody left that backyard, those dogs would have made a beeline off of it and ran through the woods over there because they ran that way. They looked that way, but they kept coming back.
Right.
Why? Because the person didn't leave. There was no time.
If I had a video camera, I would have put it on.
Put it on YouTube. No, lift them up. Lift them up.
This is 14-year-old Lacey Erin Schmidt, who on January 31st, 2011, was called in for an interrogation.
13 years old. Like, these killers, man. I swear to God, bro, I don't understand what goes through the minds of these young children that makes them feel like they gotta kill somebody. I never felt like I had to kill anybody, you know what I'm saying? I might have felt the urge, you know what I'm saying? I might have, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But I ain't never acted on it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never threatened to kill somebody. These children are crazy, bro. Who raised y'all?
After his friend and classmate, 14-year-old Alana Mae Callahan, was fatally shot in the head while in her home in Columbia County, Georgia. However, all of this started a few hours back when police officers received a distress call from Miles Road in Harlem.
20K91, where's your emergency?
Oh my God, my sister!
Ma'am, where are you at?
Can't even get the words out.
What's the address on Miles Road?
1159.
What?
1159 Miles Road?
Yes.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm getting my little brother in the little driveway.
Okay, you need to calm down, okay? You need to tell me what's going on.
Oh, I just look at my little brother and my sister is gone. And
wow.
She's laying in the woods.
Your sister is gone?
No, she's laying right here in front of me, covered in mud and blood. Her face is all bloody.
Ma'am, you have to take a deep breath for me and tell me what happened.
Bro, the 911 operator be tripping, bro. Like, you obviously hear this woman is frantic. You obviously hear that something is terrible going on. Talking about you need to calm down. You can't calm down in that situation, bro. There is no calm down. I just watched my sister, or not watched her get killed, but I'm looking at my sister's dead body right now. How am I supposed to calm down while looking at that? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I get that, it's going to be better for the 911 operator to understand the woman. But at the same time, like, y'all need to be trained in crying voices. Like, y'all need to learn how to hear crying people talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no calm down. You need to be able to get on their level. Understand what they're saying.
Doctor, I wanted to tell you my little brother from the driveway. I come back, and there's red stuff all over my front yard, and I found her in the woods.
You found who in the woods?
My sister!
During the call, Alana's sister, 18-year-old Amanda Callahan, explained how she had found Alana's body in a pool of blood several feet away from their home, with no clue of how she got there.
Is she talking to you?
No!
She's not talking to you?
You'll think I was coughing up blood! She was coughing up blood!
This is terrible. Is somebody? I thought somebody was laughing. Somebody crying.
Alana, A-L-A-N-A. Alana, can you hear me? Alana?
The dispatchers tried to guide Amanda to help her sister, but all of a sudden, 14-year-old Lacey Erin, who was also on the scene, picked up the phone and mentioned what would launch a downright shocking investigation.
Something's happening.
Honey, I know. Let's just keep trying, okay? 30 times on her chest.
Sir. She's not moving. She's got blood come out of her back, her head. It looks like a bullet hole.
Look like what?
It looks like a bullet hole mark.
Unfortunately, when officers arrived at the scene, they were met with the family in tears and
So hold on. So the dude that was talking about the bullet hole, he ain't got nothing to do with the situation. He just walked up and shoot. I don't understand how people can walk up and talk to a grieving family and stuff like that. And like you're like, it almost seems like she's like trying to rub in the fact. Like, I don't know. I'll be upset. I'll be upset if some random person. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta turn this off. I'll be upset if some random person just walk up to me while I'm sitting here grieving over the fact that my sister just died. Talking about that look like a bullet hole mark. Okay? Hush. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I'm just saying, like, okay, Captain Obvious, like, why you... I don't understand.
14-year-old Alana Callahan was pronounced dead. Something was strangely off, though, because while Alana's sister and brother were crying and screaming, Aaron displayed absolutely no emotion. The officers needed to investigate the tragic situation and requested Amanda and Aaron for questioning. What unfolded in this never-before-seen footage that my team was able to obtain makes this one of the most shocking cases I've ever seen.
I left the house 3:21. Went and picked her up. She got off the bus about 3:30, went back to the house, sat there for a little while, and then she got on Facebook, and I left to go get Chase about 3:48 maybe. And I was sitting up there, and then I come back, and the house was messed up. The chair was tipped over, there was Kool-Aid or blood or something everywhere by the computer, and the door was wide open.
Which door?
The back glass
So it was an aggravated break-in.
And I shut it.
It was a break-in. I was aggravated.
Aaron were just playing around. I shut it and locked it. And then he comes busting through the front door saying Alana's gone. So I locked the front door. I get in the truck and I took off towards the backyard because he said God took off that way. Slammed on brakes and I saw Aaron coming out of the backyard because he was throwing up because he found Alana. And I went over to her body and called 911, and they just told me to start taking blood out of her mouth and her face. And
What? You said Aaron came through the front door?
he got busted.
Man, bro, she ain't gonna never be able to forget that image in her head, bro. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the next shoot. Like, depending on how she deals with that situation, like if she goes to therapy, you know what I'm saying, she talks to somebody about it, you know, she gets good counseling, she doesn't go down the alcohol route, the drug route, you know what I'm saying, the bottling it up route, depression, all that. If she gets it done healthily, what's the word that I'm looking for? Healthily? If she deals with it correctly, she'll be fine. But if she tries to go any other route with that type of pain and with that type of trauma, it's gonna be bad for her, bro. Like, life is gonna be terrible, bro. That's some type of stuff right there you can't just deal with, bro. Like, you need help with something like that. You can't just, like, the type of nightmares she gonna have to deal with, type of flashbacks, you know what I'm saying? Like, trigger words, trigger images. She can't watch the type of movies the same. Like, it's a crazy boy.
And she was gone?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by she was gone?
Because I was yelling for her, and he heard me yelling, and he said that she wasn't in the house at all. And he had followed somebody over there.
Was he there with her when you left?
No. He was walking home, and he saw somebody walk through our backyard.
He was walking home from where, did he say?
My driveway. I was at the end of the driveway, and he come down to tell me that he couldn't come over for the next 2 weeks because he was on restrictions. And he saw somebody walking through the woods towards our house from that general direction, and he went that way, and he went in through the door, and Alana was gone.
So this happened while you were
Gone?
At around 3:15 p.m. on the 31st of January, Amanda took Alana home from the school bus stop, but had to go out shortly after to pick up her brother, leaving Alana safe and sound at her computer, or at least that's what she thought, because when Amanda returned 10 minutes later, there was no sign of her sister. At first, Amanda didn't think anything was wrong, as she had seen both Alana's and her friend Aaron's shoes at the door. Although it was odd, she assumed Alana must have been with Aaron until he came bursting through the front door, claiming Alana was gone and a black man had taken her to the woods. Amanda then freaked out and ran outside towards the woods.
That's funny. I'm sorry. Why had to be a black man? A black man is taking our sister to the woods. Alana freaks out. What? A black man? I'm sorry. This is not a funny situation.
In search of her sister, followed by Aaron, who seemed suddenly adamant to help. However, not far into the woods, Amanda saw the worst possible situation: her sister's cold, dead body lying on the ground. And this was when Aaron's unusual behavior started to transpire.
Jumped out of the truck and ran straight to her, called 911, and
what was he doing?
he was standing there beside me. And then he took the phone from me because I was too upset to calm down to talk to him. So he took the phone and I was doing everything that they had told me to do. I was wiping her face with the blood and trying to dig it out of her mouth. And pushing on her chest and trying to blow in her. And
what did he try to help in any way? Or?
He was trying to move the sticks from around her face, and there was one stuck in her hair.
Did he say anything?
And he was just like, oh my God, I feel like it's my fault. And then he goes, I touched her, now my prints are going to be on her because he went down to touch the stick.
So he was worried about evidence. He was worried about maybe them thinking that it was him. Yeah, somebody need to watch him. You know, people like that, though, I be saying this in every single video, bro. He had to have shown some signs before that he was weird. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have been looking at him.
Because he was going to move it. And he just freaked out about it. And then he called and he was freaking out because he thought his sister was going to be mad at him for leaving the house to begin with. And he's there in the afternoons when she gets home. Because if I'm there by myself, he'll be there with me. And then I'll go to get her, bring her back, and they're at the house hanging out together when I go to get Chase from the end of the driveway. So they're normally hanging out together, and he felt like it was his fault that he got on restrictions and wasn't able to be there when it happened.
What do you think? You think she was shot, or do you think?
By the looks of it, it looks like she was stabbed right here with a pen or a pencil.
Pen or a pencil?
I don't think.
Nah, we don't got John Wick out here, bro. Ain't nobody about to just be out here just stabbing people with pens and pencils. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure people would do that for real, but that's not the ideal weapon of choice. Out of all the weapons you could choose, why a pen or a pencil? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're in a house, you know, like, there's so many other weapons you could choose. Why are you going to pick a pen or a pencil? You know what I'm saying? Something that can be broken if somebody, all you got to do is take that and just like that. So, like, you know, I get it can pierce skin, but I mean, I can just easily, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not scared of a pen or a pencil, bro. You pull a pen or a pencil on me, run. Run.
You don't think so?
I just the way she looked, it didn't look like she was shot. She had a hole right here going up, and her braces was coming out of her cheek.
Jesus, man. My condolences.
Out of my head.
So her and Aaron hadn't had any problems.
As officers started searching the crime scene, they made a discovery that would later become a crucial piece of the investigation.
That thing toe up. Oop. Bullet.
Despite what was previously
I don't know
thought,
what kind
this
of bullet that
bullet
is.
would indicate that she was shot, not stabbed.
Yep. Yep. Oh, dang. It's definitely a
Amanda's
struggle.
interrogation continued, and the officers soon started asking about Aaron.
How he came out the front door and ran around back there.
He had jolted out the front door before I had gotten in the truck.
Then he catches a glimpse of her over there and goes this way and gets sick. Instead of going over there to see if she was okay or anything. I don't understand that.
I don't know. I assume it was the initial shock of it all just made him throw up. I don't know if he saw her or anything.
Now, when you were in the house and your words, you said he busted through the front door.
Mm-hmm. He was upset. He was panting. He didn't have his shoes on, and he looked like he had been running.
He didn't have any shoes on?
No.
Or were his shoes?
They were
He was outside?
Because once he saw that the chair was knocked over and everything, he went back out the door. From what he told me, he went back out the door without shoes on.
So he would have came in and she was gone.
Because I went to see if she was anywhere in the house because I just thought it was a mess.
But when you got back from picking up Chase, he wasn't there. Aaron
No,
wasn't there.
he had come busting through the door after I didn't got my shoes off and everything. I started yelling Alana and he come in the door.
And he came in the door.
Yeah.
So how would he have known she wasn't there?
Because he had already came in. He had saw somebody from the time I picked up Alana and took her home. He had saw somebody when he was walking down the street cut him through a path between his house and ours.
Mm-hmm.
And he started to follow him. Once he saw him cut through, then he wanted to go through to see who they were and where they were going. And by the time he'd done that, he didn't see anything, and he had went in the front door to see if Alana was okay. And he wasn't there, so he took off running into the woods to see if...
Considering that Alana's parents had previously forbidden Aaron in their house for reasons we'll find out later, it puts a spotlight on why he would be at the crime scene in the first place. Not only was Aaron's behavior suspicious, but according to Amanda, there was no way he could have seen what he claimed he saw from the distance he was standing at. Somehow, he was also the only one who had earlier seen the individual he claimed was responsible.
Okay, you didn't see anybody leave
the
the
black
wooded
man.
area or anything?
Well, I was...
Because that was his most solid defense, the black man. That's funny, bro. He said a black man took our sister. He thought everybody was gonna be like, "What? Okay, well, I guess that's what black men do. They take white girls." I'm sorry, I'm stuck on that. I'm stuck on the fact that that's the first thing he said.
I'm down the road to go talk to Amanda because I was on restriction, and I came down the road on Main Street, and I saw someone run across my road to my driveway, so I go to follow them, and I come down here to go look, and I see the chair knocked over, the back door is open, I see somebody launch out the back door.
Okay, you didn't see anybody else?
No, ma'am.
Did you hear?
It's hard for me to take this crying seriously. I don't know why. It's just the way that it sounds. It sounds so forced.
Or anything? Or a car or anything?
No. All I saw was a man leave.
What did he look like?
He was all dressed in black.
What race was he? Was he white or black?
Say it.
He was black
Say it.
now.
Was he on
He
foot
was black
or in
now.
a car?
On foot. And I ran out.
So it was an all black man dressed in all black. 99% of the majority of black men, we dress in black. So it's any guy that fit the description. They didn't do Jamal from down the street. You killed the. Are you who we're looking for? Come here, we got to question you. Jesus Christ, this is how it happens too. This is exactly how it happens.
By piecing together the 911 calls and Amanda's statement, the detectives already seemed to have an idea of what might have happened, but they didn't yet know how twisted things would get when they decided to question Erin about the incident.
I told her everything, and I was going back down to the house, and there's like a little gate right there, but there's cable hanging there. Well, I saw somebody run across it and was hardtailing it. So my uncle don't like no one on the land, and I have to get him off because in the past there's people trying to start fires and stuff like that. She's seen them or anything, but when I went to go get, she had to go follow her. She was already halfway down the road with the truck to go pick up little Chase from the bus. Because
I just saw his last name. I want to make this statement. Anybody with the last name Schmidt is not to be trusted. Anybody with the last name Schmidt, don't trust that person, bro. I don't know what it is about that last name. I feel like that last name has got bad juju on it. I don't know. Something about that last name. I don't know. It's all settling.
When I went there, I just said I can't catch up with her in that truck. And I just stopped, and I went to go turn around to go back to the house. When I turned around, I saw somebody kind of tallish, because you know how far distant it looks like somebody's taller up in something higher, like on that back porch. Well, he was dressed in grayish, blackish pants, black boots, and a black jacket on, and a black beanie on. And
Everything
he saw
black.
me and looked at me and ran. And he was white.
Right.
He was a white man. He ran away.
Now he's white?
Creek bank, and
They say it was black.
Kind of thought that was kind of dumb, because there ain't nothing down that way except just dead end. Except a little bit of four-wheeler trails. So I went to go see if anything was gone or missing, because you know how somebody try to break in and go run away.
Erin's initial comments immediately put the officers on high alert, as he had first mentioned seeing a black man running into the woods, but this time claimed it was a white man. However, this was only the first of many red flags in this story.
I took off my shoes, because you can't walk in the house with the shoes on the carpet, because that's making the rule.
Okay.
So I went out there and looked around, and I was looking around. I was too figure around with my shoe, because I saw a bunch of red and I saw that black trail. But I was not even worried about the black trail. But I don't know.
What black trail?
There's like a black trail, but we take out garbage to take out to the burning pit to burn. Well, not garbage, but cardboard box and stuff like that. That's why I wasn't too worried about it until I ran down the trail and looked down that way, and I saw something bluish. And that's when I seen Alana, and I went up to see if she was all right, and she wasn't moving or nothing. She had all a red face.
So this is after you saw that you were in the house, you went out, you saw the drag mark, and then you went to see Alana, and then what did you do?
Well, Amanda was there at the time when I went outside again. Well,
and maybe you might have been getting ahead of me. I'm not sure, because I think you're in the house.
Yeah, I'm looking around.
Yeah, he over here getting tripped up. This is why you don't want to commit no crime, and you gotta think of the lie, and you gotta think of what you're gonna say when it's time to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have thought about what you were gonna say to the pigs before you even committed the crime. Or how about this? Don't do it. Why did you do it? How about that? Can we get to that? Why did he do it? You know what I mean?
Shoes off, you go in the house, say I'm here.
Yeah.
You look around.
Yeah, I noticed that the chairs tipped over and a bunch of reds on the
What you thought was
shade.
You said you thought was Kool-Aid?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I said hello a couple more times and no one answered, and I looked out the door and there's a bunch of blood on the porch.
Kool-Aid.
Well, red on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's blood now because there is someone dead or wounded.
Okay. All right, so then what'd you do?
Then I walked out around the house, and I didn't notice anything strange that way. So I decided to walk down. I went back around the front, got my shoes on, and I said, I don't know where Alana is. Is Alana with you? And she wasn't with her.
Didn't you say you seen her?
That's something pointed up.
Didn't you say you seen
her?
her?
Went out there and was looking for her. Well, Amanda got in the truck and was speeding forward to that back trail where I was showing you that leads up through here, because she said she didn't care about what my uncle said.
This early into the interrogation, Aaron's story constantly changes. First, he had rushed out of the house telling Amanda and her brother that Alana was taken, but now claims to have asked them if they had seen her. But his inconsistencies only kept growing, and Aaron was slipping up more and more.
Do you have any idea what those dogs do?
This dude tripping. Like I could have sworn, I thought he had me thinking that he had me thinking that I heard it wrong. No, I heard it right. He said that he saw the girl get taken by a black man at first on the 911 call. He said it was a black man that took him in all black, or that took the girl in all black. Then dude gonna say it was a white man. Then dude gonna say he ain't see the girl. Then he gonna say the blood was cool. This dude is tripping. He must be high during this interview. That's what's going on. He done smoke a joint. And now he's talking to the cops. What's wrong with this dude?
Not really. All I know from one time from Jersey T last Thursday, we had like a little event for the military was showing off their dogs, little tricks. They smell out like weapons, stuff like that, drugs, bombs, stuff like that.
Yeah. And also ours.
And guard dogs.
People.
What they call tracking dogs.
Tracking dogs. And we had not one but 2 dogs go all over that area, from the back of the house all the way back down that trail as far as they could go, and back down toward the creek and all over that area. And you know one thing they didn't find? They didn't find a trail. The dogs kept kind of looping back around back to the house. And I'm trying to wonder if there was another person down there besides you that was leaving a trail down there that was doing all that running around that you said you saw him doing. Why wouldn't we have a trail back there for that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, no, he don't know. He know everything else. He know the description for the. You know what? Keep going. I've been talking too much. Keep going.
On Aaron, as the detectives suspected that he wasn't being completely honest with them, as would anyone else. They tried to convince Aaron to tell the truth of what happened, but the 14-year-old boy remained uncooperative.
14 years old.
Left the house a minute or two, and that time you're there. So, I mean, we don't even have a 10-minute time for this to happen.
Well, that's true too.
We're talking a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, at the most.
That she leaves, and there's nobody there. I mean, Alana's there. So she leaves, gets in the car, pulls down the road. You're showing up. So how's this guy already in the house? It's physically impossible.
Broke in, right? Oh, wait, hold on.
So, I mean, we don't even have a 10-minute time for this to happen.
Well, that's true too.
We're talking a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, at the most.
That she leaves, and there's nobody there. I mean, Alana's there. So she leaves, gets in the car, pulls down the road. You're showing up. So how's this guy already in the house? It's physically impossible.
Yes, sir.
Because you lying.
She just left. And when she left, this guy wasn't there.
And she knows this.
What?
She knows you were there. And you went directly in the house. And you didn't see him. And you didn't see Alana.
Nope.
So, I mean, there was no...
There was no 10 minutes.
Anybody to be there.
There was no time for anybody to be there.
Right. Man, just come clean, dog. Come clean, bro. This is painful to watch. This is painful to watch. And I got somewhere to be, man. I've been recording for 30 minutes, so I'm about to go ahead and end this video here. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see a part 2 to this video right here, man. He need to come clean. Because he tripping. He need to come clean. I don't understand why he's sitting up here trying to play these cops like they a fool. They obviously, they know what's up, bruh. Like, how did this 13, 14-year-old think he was going to outsmart some seasoned, trained professionals in law enforcement? How did you think that? Some of the top serial killers couldn't fool. That's why Jeffrey Dahmer, when he went in there, he ain't give no script. He went in there and told the truth. Because he knew for a fact. Plus all the evidence that was mounting up against them. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. This dude tripping. But until next time, guys, peace out. Running with them bulls, I ain't scared of no bite. See the hunger in my eyes, we gon' get it tonight. They be wanting me to fall, but I'm built for the fight. Stacking every dollar tall till I'm gone out of sight. I got a million cutthroat, heart froze, I don't need no love. Moving like a ghost, I'm just trying to rise above.